Hi friends, welcome to the channel Learning R is Fun. In the last video, we have covered some important string handling functions provided by base R. We will continue our discussion in this video. In this video, we will cover abbreviate and substring related functions and string R package functions. In the last video, we have covered functions up to character translation, chart R. Today, we will proceed from there. Sub-str and substring functions operate similarly but with an important difference. In the case of sub-str function, we have to provide from two positions in the string for extracting. In substring, only one argument is sufficient. Apart from that, this function also helps in recursive operations. We will see what is this in RStudio. String split function splits the given string of data as per criteria specified by us. For using functions from string R package, we have to install the package using install.package command and then load it into the memory using library function. String R functions are similar to base R functions, indicated below each of them with additional flexibility and power. They all start with str underscore. Some functions don't have equivalents in base R. Now we will go to RStudio. In this session, we will continue from where we have left in the last video, that is chart R, that is character translation. So in character translation, we have got a queue, that is hello and IFMP, and with this queue, hello there has to be translated, and we found this translation basically is producing IFMMP, TH, FRF and exclamation. So if you closely look at it, H translated as I, E has been translated as F and so on, and wherever letters like TH and exclamation have not been included in the queue, they have been left as it is. And then we have done the reverse of that to get the original string back. So we got this back. Of course, since exclamation has not been used here, so that is not coming up here. That's all. So now we will get on with the second session. We will define a vector, character vector plant. So these values are all ordered in the way botanically, like seed, root, stem, branch, leaf, flower and fruit. Now we will start with the abbreviate function. Abbreviate function basically abbreviates the existing information, that is the strings, into 4-letter character. In the case of branch, the abbreviation is required because it is having more than 4 characters. So let us see again with another argument, abbreviate with minimum length as 3. In this case, only 3 letters are being taken and abbreviation is formed. If we use strict is true, then what happens? We wanted the entire set of strings to be abbreviated to single string, a single letter, and then it has done it with the first letter. Here it's a small case, here it's uppercase, so it could make the difference. When it comes to flower and fruit, the abbreviations are same because we have said strict is true. Suppose we say strict is false, then what happens? In that case, it is able to take second letter also and then give different abbreviations. Okay, now we will go to another important function, sub-str, plant 1, 3. Here start and stop. In the plant vector, with each string, start at the first letter and end at the third letter. So, seed, so start at first letter, end at third letter. That is how the whole strings have come up. If you say start and stop at 5, then what happened is, wherever 5th character is not there, like seed, it is having only 4 characters. In such cases, empty character has been given. Wherever it's available, So that character has come. Okay. We can also assign, say for example in this case, I am assigning the first letter to be capital T. So my plant has become something else. So we'll see the environment. It has become T, toot, temp, trans like that. So the first letter has been replaced with uppercase T. Okay. Now we'll examine another function, substring. Previously it is substr, here it is substring. There is a difference here that you need not give the stop, you can give only the start. Start is here also known as first. So first let us define one variable, my slogan. So here what I have done, R is cool and I have collapsed. So I am getting a single string, R is cool, that is in the my slogan. I could have straight away written my slogan, R is cool, but I am just demonstrating the various functions for our recap. So in this we will do the substring operation. We will say first is 3. That means it has to start with 3. So in R is cool, R then space. So 1 and 2 is gone. Third is I. Therefore from is I it is coming, it is pole. Okay. If I say start with 1 and stop with 3, then what happens? So before that let us restore it because it is T, toot and all. So let us restore this plant again. Now again 1 and 3. 1 and 3 will have first and second and third character in all. If we start with first alone, like in this case, first is 3, there was no error. Here also there will not be any error. This is as good as asking for plant because you start with first and go with the last. So it is as good as plant being written. That is, there is no end given, only start is given, then also there is no error. But this is not the case with the sub-str. Substring and sub-str are behaving in a different fashion. There is another feature of the substring, that is recycle. Here what we are giving, the start we have given is 1 colon 3. That means start characters could be first, second and third. And then in the plant we have got a number of strings. Here we have given start only 3. So there will be a recycle. Let's look at it. So in the first character, first string, it has started with the first character. In the second one, root, it has started with the second character. In the third stem, it started with the third. Again in the fourth, it started with the first. So we have given first only and we have not given last. So it goes up to the last. But this 1 colon 3 has been recycled. For each string, different starts have been applied based on this yardstick. Now let us look at recursive extraction. Here again we are giving first as a sequence. This is as good as this only. Only whatever recycling has been done, that only is being mentioned as recursive extraction. So here what I have said starts with starting or first, you can give any argument, and here I have given the same like 1 colon 3, I have given 1 colon n car my slogan. So my slogan has got number of characters, we don't know what is the length, so we can say n car, so then we know the length. So it is like 1 colon 3, we are going to get 1 colon some 9 or something. So this is the same as previous one. Here what has happened, it started with first, that is R is cool. For second, it has started the space E is cool. For the third time, it has started with leaving the space E is cool and so on. In these two, there is a difference. Here I have got only one string and then this is being applied to the same string again and again. Here, we got number of strings and we have got set of start positions. So substring functions in different ways, you can see here. In this case, it is because the same string is there, it has to extract it from the first, extract it from second, extract it from third, extract it from fourth, like that. So you can say R is cool, is cool, is cool, is cool, cool, cool. So as though a battery is getting drained, you are able to get the slogan getting reduced. Normally slogan shouting will be very loud in the beginning. Then as the participants get tired, they will be mumbling the slogan. So that's what I have captured here. Substring my slogan, first 1:3, last 6:9. This is another variation. Here I have got one string. The first and second I have given different positions. Here I have given 6:9, I have given 4 positions, here I have given 3 positions. So what it has to do? It has to start with first, end with 6th. Start with second, end with 7th. Start with third, end with 8th. Then start with first again, end with 9th. So it is having 4 last positions. So you are getting 4 outputs. Now we will move on. My conviction is a variable where I have written you would get a fair grip in base R after my last video in this channel. Right? Okay. Let us create the conviction. Then string split, my conviction, split is a single space. So I have got a single space, therefore all these individual words have been made as separate element in this vector. But you see, it's not a vector, it has become a list. So string split produces a list. Then how will you remove this? We can use unlist, or we can use double square bracket to retrieve the content. We'll see that in a moment. Now we'll see my data. Here I have given a string with escape character and T, that is tab character. So this data is tab separated information. Such information you get when you import from Excel. In Excel, you save them as a text file. Then it is producing a data as tab separated. There is other software where you can produce the data or save the data as tab separated file. In such cases, we have to remove the tab. So we have seen one example in the importing data. At that time I have told, so you have to use R to remove this and put them into separate columns. So now we will do that. Of course, we will not put them in separate columns, but we will split it. So my data, let us define. Now string split I am using, split is tab character. So I have got a list again. So we have got an option to use unlist function. So let us use that. Unlist function makes the list as a flat vector. So we have got individual values in this vector. Or we can use a double square bracket option. In the list we can get content out of this. Here string split, my data, comma, split, and then the split character. The whole thing produces a list, and that list we are now taking the first element, the content we are requiring. So we put double square bracket. So this has also resulted in the same information. So we got the same vector. So now we'll move on. Sort. Sort is a simple command. It sorts alphabetically from A to Z. We put decreasing is true to get the reverse. Here of course you have to note lowercase comes first, then uppercase. We'll move on to see the functions of the string R package. So install.packages string R should have been done already. Since it is done in my case, I am going ahead and I am saying library string R. So string R is now in memory. We can use the functions of string R. So string underscore C, str underscore C basically concatenates. We have got different strings here. They will all be concatenated and presented together. So we got one single string, it's a vector. Again, we can use a separator also here. So let us use the separator. So if you use the separator, then you get that separator in between each string. So but you get a simple single string. We can look at paste also. Paste is adding a space here, whereas now in string underscore C you don't find the space. Okay. Paste 0 is something we have already seen. That also produces the same thing without the space. But now I have added two elements here. One is null, another is character 0. To see the impact of these elements, we'll go ahead. They are been ignored. Basically, null and character 0 has been ignored, and may you don't have any space. So may you learn R with ease. So without any interruption, you can learn R with ease. String sub plant 1, 2. Here we want from 1 up to 2 from plant. So that means only first two letters. In this case, we are using minus also. This is possible here in string underscore sub. Basically, minus 1 means the last index. Suppose let's take seed. S is the index 1 position, index 2, index 3, index 4 position is the D. Now that index 4 position can also be called as a minus 1 index. Then this will be minus 2 index, this will be minus 3 index, this is minus 4 index. In the case of branch, it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. It's like that. Now since we are starting from minus 2 and going up to minus 1, the starting character is last but 1. The next character is the last character. So you are basically getting last two characters. So let's execute this command. So we are getting only last two characters. Seed we got ed, root we got ot, and so on. Now I have got a convoluted arrangement to get a simple thing done, just to show that how various things work. Now let us look at this right hand side. In right hand side I have used a paste command, right? What I am pasting? I am pasting tree with something else. So let us take this alone and then execute it in the console. So I have got tree and then string sub plant 1, 1. Means from the plant vector, each string you take the first character and stop with the first character. That means only one character. You take one character from the plant vector from each string and then combine it with the tree. Use the paste command. So a space is coming. So tree space S is what is going to come. Similarly, tree space R, this is what you will get in this vector. This vector basically is what I am going to substitute here in this place. What is happening here? String underscore sub plant 1, 1. What is this? Let us execute this portion only. Control C and we will execute it here. So I am getting the first letters of each of the string. So here seed, root, stem, branch, like that. Now what I am doing here is I am going to substitute this first letter with this value. That means yes, I am going to substitute with the tree space S, or I am going to substitute with the tree space R, and so on. So let us see what will happen. So now let us look at plant. So it is tree seed, tree root, tree stem, etc. So basically this can be simply achieved. Like for example, let us execute the plant command once again, where the plant has been changed now. Yeah, let us execute this. Now plant has been restored. Now suppose if I use paste and then tree, then comma, I want to use plant. Then what happens? I get the same result. So what you can achieve, paste, tree and plant, I have achieved the same thing using a combination of various functions here. The idea here is to just to demonstrate, to make you to understand, not to confuse, basically how individual functions work. and how the assignment takes place. So you can play along like this. Now it's time to wind up our session. In this video and last video, we have covered quite a lot of functions to handle strings from both base R and from string R package. There are very powerful string handling functions in R, for which a knowledge of regular expression is required. This we will cover in due course during our next series. The next video is about classes and objects of R, which will wind up our study of basic R or base R. Till then, bye from me. Thanks for watching.